Captain Stevie B here. We've talked about taking Ocean Pearl out, doing it single hand, but today I'd like to talk to you about maybe taking out single hand, but also docking it instead of just taking it out and then putting it back in your slip. We talked about the fenders being out. I wanted to go into detail about today. I'm going to take it out and put it on a dock. And this is how I like to do it. This is my viewpoint. First of all, with the fenders, I like to have them ready. And this right here, a lot of people are familiar with this for bicycle tires and stuff, but I really like this because it's manual, and you can just put this in here, pump it up. You want to make sure your fenders, you know, have a little bit of give, but also kind of firm. And then I have these holders here, which makes it really easy for me to do the lines. I don't want to have to fumble with the lines. Put a knot on the end of it so it doesn't come undone, like this right here. And then you can just move it where you need to on the boat. So I did all these ready to go. On this side, I already know where we're going and which side of the dock I'm going to be on. So I've kind of made this a little different. I took the bow line and ran it down the boat all the way back to about midway. And I did that on purpose, so when I get off the aft of the boat and tie it, I can grab that line, and I already have the bow right here. I already have it. So even if you had someone helping you, that's really nice. This boat does have a bow thruster, so I could pull the bow in. But it is nice just to have that line there and just to grab it and tie it up. So with these fenders, I'm going to put 4 on this side. Now this place may have, I've never been here before, so it may have fenders out. Some marinas do when you tie up for fuel or pump out. I'm going to go ahead and put fenders out anyway, even if they do. Some of their fenders are collapsed and they don't work well. So these fenders are going to go probably 4 on this side right here, and I already have a fender in the back because I know I'm going to put that out. My goal is to get the aft close to the dock. I know a lot of people like to put the bow in. When you put the bow in and you tie it, you're kind of trying to throw lines now because your aft is going this way. Now, if you run a line this way and you get your aft on the dock, this is just my viewpoint, you put your aft there and you're off, that line is already there. So when you walk down, you just have it and you have the bow. And you can see the line right here. It runs down, and you can see I put the line on the outside of this rail. That way when I have it, I have the bow. I mean, I can pull it in. Now with the bow thruster, yes, I can pull this way. If you have a stern, I mean, use it. It's like power windows. If you have that luxury, why not use it? I mean, why damage the boat just because you don't want to? I mean, it's there for a reason. So if you need to use it, use it. I do. So with that line going all the way down, I take it all the way down this way, probably about midway, you can see. About midway right here. And that way, when I do the aft, I can just walk down and just undo it. This is going to be close to the dock. And then I have it right here. And that's my viewpoint on how I like to do it. I also wanted to show you, I think I already showed you this in another video, but with your shore power cord, I like to tie it up. I really love these little bungees. They have a little wire inside and silicone and flexible. So tying your shore power cord so you know it's not going to go anywhere, even if it's windy and it's not going to fall in the water. So I like to do that. And that's my viewpoint on how to set this up. And again, the fenders are real easy. You take them out and you bring them down. And if you can get those fender holders or adjustability, you know, there's some proper names for it. I like to call them line adjusters, and they're so nice. This is probably the best I've used for sure. It's so easy. They lock into place right there. I mean, you take them off, you move them where you want to. I know a lot of people just like to tie the lines, and you can do a hitch, knot, whatever you want to do. There's tons of knots, and you can do whatever. But this is just so easy, especially if, let's say you have someone on the boat that doesn't do a lot of knots, like maybe you and I do, and maybe they're just learning. Why not show them how to just take this, adjust it, good to go. So with that being said, the boat's already been started up. Shore power's off, already unhooked. Engine check, you know, you have to do that. Check the oil, you know, you gotta check your fluids. You know, everything's been checked. Your tranny, you know, antifreeze. But boat's been running really well, so I'm really happy with that. So I'm gonna get started, and I'm gonna do another video of pulling out and try to do more in depth. Because before, when I did the videos, you know, it shows me working the shifters, but maybe I should talk a little bit more of what I'm doing with the shifters, and you get a better idea. These are Mather controls. Z Commanders if you want. They're not sticks. I'm used to sticks. A lot of people are used to sticks. You know, it's sort of the same, but you have your throttle and transmission all in one, so it's a little different. And so, with that being said, I think I'm gonna get the boat started, and then the second video that I do will show me pulling out and then heading out, and hopefully I can do a video maybe docking where I'm headed to, and put it on the dock. I don't need fuel, but I would like to do a little pump out, and with this video it would show how to do it single-handed, but if you had someone, it would still help them tremendously. Planning ahead, I wouldn't do this if I wasn't going to put myself at the dock right now. I would just leave the lines here, but I wouldn't have that line strung that way. But since I know where I'm going, why not be prepared? I already have it done, and so there's no stress. I would also encourage having a headset or a walkie-talkie. I have headsets. That way you're not kind of yelling, you're kind of communicating. Because when your partner is getting off the boat, you want to know that that person is getting off safely, and you want to communicate. And if you don't know that, then there could be an issue. You don't want to try to jump to the dock. You don't want to do that. So that person can say, hey, I need a little bit more, put me a little bit closer, a little more time, maybe tying this line up or whatever. And before I even put the boat on the dock, I'll make sure that all the fenders are out and everything's ready to go. Then approach the dock. So you're not really scrambling and running around, making it a lot easier. And the headsets, I know they're expensive, but I think they're just worth it when it comes to safety and just communicating with your partner to make sure that everything goes well. So I'm going to go ahead and close out Yachting Viewpoints, and I'm going to pull this boat out and start my second video. And Captain Stevie B out. Join me.